to another series of Learning at the Stella Way. I am here to help you create an engaging online course that supports your client's transformation while you scale your business. Today, we will explore learning outcomes and why you should implement them in your course planning. So let's jump in. So let's start at the very beginning. What are learning outcomes? Our learning outcomes are objectives that you set for your clients. They are objectives that help the client to be able to reach the overall goal of your course. So you will create these learning outcomes to support you in designing a learning journey for your clients. A journey that's structured and logical that helps the client every step of the way to be able to succeed in the overall goal. The benefits of creating a learning outcome is that it helps the clients to stay on track. It also helps you to stay on track when you're designing your course, designing the content for your course. The learning outcomes support you in making the right decisions of what types of content you will use, what types of content you will create to support your clients. And it also ensures that when you're designing courses, you are not going to overwhelm your clients with a plethora of information. You're actually going to stick to these learning outcomes and be able to only support your clients in reaching those learning outcomes. So it helps you to stay on track of the information that you're creating. And how do we create learning outcomes? We create them by breaking down our overall goal and breaking that down into the steps of how your clients will be able to reach those goals. So we look at them as saying, to be able to reach this goal, to have the ability to be able to do the overall goal of this course, what are the smaller steps that you need to walk through to be able to get there? So let's have a look at an example. So for our example, let's have a look at a course goal that is implement an Airtable base for content creation. And let's look at 4 outcomes of how we break that goal down into 4 outcomes or 4 steps that help our clients be able to achieve that course goal. Outcome 1, understand the difference between Airtable database and Google Sheets spreadsheets. Outcome 2, add columns related to content creation, including publish date, owners, collaborators, status, and image attachments. Outcome 3, create a calendar view that is filtered to content specific for a platform of your choice, a social media platform. And outcome 4, integrate Zapier to make vital updates to a base triggered by events in social platforms. Let's look at the similarities between these outcomes. You will notice that each one starts with an active verb. They start with what the client will be doing and what the client will be able to achieve by the end of doing the course with us. Each one of them are a stepping stone to help the clients be able to implement an Airtable base for content creation in their business. So let's look at some tips and recommendations. So tip number 1, always start with an active verb. This might be a little bit difficult to start with an active verb, so ask yourself the question, what do my clients need to be able to do? And when you write these statements down, my clients need to be able to, you can then easily follow that sentence with the learning outcomes. Tip number 2, stick to between 3 to 5 learning outcomes. Sometimes you can push it to 7, but anything beyond that is going to be overwhelming, and that will result in creating a learning journey that can be confusing, lengthy. It may be very distracting to your clients as well. So stick between those 3 to 5 learning outcomes. Some more recommendations. What do you do if you find that you need more than 7 learning outcomes? The last thing that I want you to do is say, well, Kat told me I need to have 3 to 5, maximum ever of 7, so I'm not going to add any more than I know I need, right? you might find that you need 14 learning outcomes. And I'm not saying delete 7 of them. So let's have a look at some recommendations of what to do when you know you need more than 7. First of all, go back to your course goal and see if it is specific enough. You may find that your course goal is too ambiguous and therefore it's resulting in all these different possibilities of learning outcomes because there's no strategic direction. Number 2 is go and have a chat to your clients. You may find that the clients that you are designing this course for may be at a different level, and you're designing learning outcomes for a beginner, intermediate, and advanced, whereas the clients who are going to buy your course may be coming in at an advanced level. So chat to them and see where you should be starting the course to help them achieve the overall goal. You may find that the first 4 learning outcomes are no longer relevant to the experience of your clients. Now, final recommendation number 3, is if you have more than 7 learning outcomes, again, go back to your course goal. You may find that you can break this course goal into 2 or more mini goals. And I know that we've said that a course should only ever have one goal. And what I recommend here is to break this one course into mini courses that you can then bundle together. You may be designing this great course, this large course that could be broken down into smaller mini courses. So then your 14 learning outcomes are then broken into 2 or more mini courses that have the maximum of 7 learning outcomes. That is all for today's series of Learning at the Stella Way. Let me know in the comments what most resonated with you and what you would like to learn next. Bye for now.